All right, what's going on, guys? Day number 4 here in Vietnam and day number 2 of kind of riding my rented motorcycle around the island and trying to find some cool freshwater species of fish to catch. Now, I had 2 spots picked out today. Unfortunately, when I tried to get to both of them, I was met with a roadblock that had a giant "Do Not Enter" sign written in English. If it was written in Vietnamese, I maybe could have gone through there and then pleaded ignorance, but since it was written in English, there's no way I could have got away with that. So anyway, I kind of just drove around. I found this spot. Now, this might be the same river that I wanted to fish in the spot that I couldn't access. We're just probably, I don't know, somewhere between 3 and 5 miles downstream of that spot. Don't really see any fish here, but this is the first spot that I've seen, and it looks somewhat promising. So we're gonna get started here, and we'll see what we can catch. Alrighty, so here is the spot. I didn't bring my wading shoes, which is a mistake. I might just take my sneakers off and wade barefoot in here later on, but I'm not seeing any fish. A lot of this river looks to be very shallow, but there are some deeper pockets like over on that side. So we'll see if we can drop our bait over there, and we'll see if there's any fish there. With this like fast moving water too, it's tough to see through the water to actually see if there's any fish there. All right, but if there were fish in there, they probably would have bit by now. Yeah, I think 3 drops into a hole like that would have produced a bite if there were fish there. All right, let's work our way downstream a little bit and let's see if we can find some fish. Oh, got one. Some sort of a barb. All right, so as soon as this guy stops freaking out in there, you can see him a little better. I believe this is going to be that rhombic barb, if I'm not mistaken, that we caught a couple of yesterday. I'm not sure if that's the right species. I'm going to have to double check, but based on my fairly quick research yesterday, I think that's what it is. So at least there's fish in here. We found fish. So let's get a couple pictures of this thing. Let's get it back. And let's see what else we can find in this little creek here. Got him. I think this is going to be a little betta. All right, so I did decide to wade. All these little rocks and pebbles are pressing up against my foot and making it very uncomfortable. Really wish I would have brought my wading shoes. But yeah, we got ourselves a little betta. As far as I'm aware, there's only one betta species that has been recorded on the island, the prima betta. So I'm going to guess that's what this is. We'll double check later as always. But love catching bettas. Mentioned yesterday that they are probably one of the most common fish in the aquarium trade. Not this species, but there's like 70 different betta species, I believe. And I think I've caught 4 of them. But yeah, really, really cool catch. Not seeing a lot of stuff down there even after I started wading. So let's get this thing back. Let's keep wading. Let's keep fishing. Let's see what we can find in here. Got him. Another barb. I think we're going to skip the photo tank for this thing. Alrighty, so we already saw one of these guys in the photo tank. I'm not going to show them off to you in the photo tank again. You saw what you needed to see. If we catch some cool stuff like another betta or something, I'll put that in the photo tank. But these barbs are a little bit less than cool. But they seem to be probably the most common species in here. But let's keep going, see what else we can find. Got him. This a betta? I think so. So let's put this guy in the photo tank. This one was blended in with the leaves over there real well. All right, so this one's got some beautiful colors on it. A little bit bigger, a little bit darker. Bettas are in the gourami family, and there should be the 3-spot and the croaking gourami found somewhere on this island, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully we could run into some of those guys as well. But yeah, there is a pile of leaves over there. I didn't see this guy, but as soon as I casted my bait over there, this guy showed up. He was blended in real well. But yeah, I believe it's going to be another prima betta, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the only betta species found on the island. But yeah, cool catch. Let's get him back. Let's keep going. Got him. This is a bigger fish. Is it a rasbora? Oop, that's a spider web. Don't want to step into that. I've seen some giant spiders over here. Alrighty. Oh man, my feet hurt from these rocks. Why couldn't these rocks just be a little bit more rounded, not so pointy? Alright, so this is, I believe, a sidestripe rasbora. There should be 2 rasbora species here that look really similar. The sidestripe, which is the one we've been catching today and yesterday, that line along the midline extends and becomes like a little blotch there toward the tail. The other one, whose name escapes me right now, it does not blotch out like that toward the tail. So that's the one we're looking for. We're not looking for this one. But let's get a pic of this guy. Let's get him back. Let's keep fishing. Ooh, got him. Bigger barb, but just a barb. All right, so it is bigger, but I think it's just that same species of barb that we've caught a couple of over the last several days. There should be other barb species here. I don't know about here in this river specifically, but here on this island. But those guys we're not finding. Oh, got a little, not a little, but got a rasbora. Let's see what kind this is. Alrighty, so that dark blotch there toward the tail makes me think this is going to be that sidestripe rasbora and not that other rasbora that I would prefer to catch. Let's keep going. I don't really want to wade down too much longer, but we'll see if we can pick up another fish or two here. Alright guys, so that's going to do it. Overall, I'd say this is a disappointing session because we got 0 new species. I think I saw 1 new species. I didn't include in the video because I didn't even really hook it or anything. But there was a school of like these super tiny little redfish. I think those were probably lamb trap rasboras, closely related to the harlequin rasboras that I caught over on Bintan Island in Indonesia 7 months ago whenever I was there. But I tried to catch those guys and I just couldn't. They were super tiny but super red, and I think that's what those guys were. I spent maybe a half an hour trying to target those guys exclusively, and I failed. So hopefully we could run into those guys at some point in the future, and hopefully we could run into them when they're a little bit bigger and they're easier to catch. But besides that, not really too much going on in this creek. Those bettas were cool, and besides that, nothing else was really cool. And my feet are killing me. I really got to remember to bring those wading shoes next time, because stepping over these rocks for the last hour and a half while I was fishing was not fun. But yeah, that's going to do it here. Hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys next time.